Ladies and Germans, how are you all doing? I'm Con Ulrich.
And I'm RangRoo, and hello, hello, hello.
And guys, we told you we'd be back for round 3, and so we are on the lovely map here, Pointe de Hoc. This is another beautiful game over here for another beautiful set of players from the Asia division of the Steel Division League. Now, Rang, who is facing off on this beautiful coastline?
Well, on this beautiful map, we have the beautiful Protosszocker, and he's playing as the first Polish Armor Division, and he is at currently number 9 on the leaderboard for the Asia Division, the time this video is being recorded. And on the right-hand side, we have Corbeau, who's currently at number 1 on the Asia Division, and he is playing as the 352nd Infantry Division.
Wait, you mean that Eugene is not in the first place?
I know, I think, yeah. I think Eugene might be in NA, but...
I can never remember these days. All I know is that whenever we see a tournament, he's always in the top.
Yeah, exactly. But he'll probably, he's an A, yeah. But, yeah, it's great. I know, that's...
It's always strange to me. I kind of feel like I see that guy even in my dreams. Or nightmares, depending on how you look at it.
I've never even met the guy.
Neither have I. They whisper about him in shadows. But alright, so you tell me this. So between the Poles and now this lovely little 352nd, who's a better amphibious division here? Who can swim better?
Well, it's gonna be a bit tough on either side. It's a much more of a closer range map. So the Poles with, Stack Hounds, Stuart, early A phase Cromwell is gonna be pretty good. Same time, Corbeau. I mean, I don't really see 352nd being played all that much, and it's such a odd division because they kind of can do everything, but not great, but they still can kind of do everything. I think it's really going to come down to just how the match ends up developing. Got a lot of infantry from Corbeau. I got one, Renault tank, or 2 Renault tanks, my bad, and yeah. While for Protosszocker, we got Staghounds down south, got the long-range Cromwell down south, another Staghound up north, so much more aggressive on the armor, and I'm guessing it's going to be down to whether Protosszocker can make a good breakthrough, essentially, with his armored units.
Sounds right. Now, one thing, and of course it's not going to happen in Pointe de Hoc, I really do wish we could see the occasional kind of beach fight, Maybe a road that leads down from the cliffs.
Yeah, or, it's like, you have to, climb up the cliffs in some, crazy D-Day mode.
Oh my gosh, that'd be insane! Oh my god.
It'd just be like a meat grinder for the first 10 minutes, but once you get up the cliff, it'd be interesting.
That'd be so crazy. Well, but it basically would be an all-infantry fight. You wouldn't be able to have any vehicles whatsoever. Huh.
Yeah, that'd be cool. But
Eugene,
yeah,
PDX, get on it. That's all I can say.
Like on Omaha, you never see the 3v3, 2v2 version of Omaha, which has the beach. But even in a play on that one, you never see anyone go for the beach that much. And you can make some good flanks going along that beach. It's a big beach. Well,
and no one ever protects it either, which just kind of assumes that no one's going for it.
Exactly. But we should be getting off very soon. But yeah, this is just. I mean, Pointe de Hoc, pretty good map, very close range, as we said before, and yeah.
Pedro, hell, indeed. Omaha, Pointe de Hoc, it doesn't matter where you are, you still don't want to be here. And I'm just making nice little stick figures right now. If you realize if you can kind of go back and forth on some of these sight lines, they start making like grass angels. But,
I can kind of see what you're getting at. You kind of got like weird stick figures without heads.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, go to the oh, never mind. Not gonna happen. We're gonna let's focus on the game for a second here. Neither player being super aggressive, and I mean, again, that's what you tend to see at this point with a lot of different breakouts. But feel free to chime in. What do we got?
Well, we got the infantry and anti-tank gun going up north here for Corbeau. I'm really just interested to see because Protosszocker is going to be a one really initiating the plays with the armor, the Staghounds and Cromwells. And, it's a bit hedgerow house, so you can't just, balls it down the road and hope for the best. He's using just a Streltsky, no half-track infantry, no motorized dudes. So it's going to be, I think, a bit more of a slower approach for Protoss. Just, get the infantry in front, the Streltsky are just going to be good old meat shields, and then the Staghound's just going to, just stay back a bit, give some fire support, and just slowly try to push an area.
Sounds about right. Now, we are going to see Fusiliers and Grenadier hop out of their trucks super early, Panzer truck getting into position. And these Bedfords not being very aggressive either, so PZ will take an early +1. But I think it's just because Corbeau just wants to lure him into a false sense of security. He's waiting. He's hunkered down. He's ready to go.
He's ready to pounce. It's going to be till C phase. He rips out the Jagd Panther.
Oh, yeah.
Just goes to town. Oh, yeah. That's lovely. That's such a crazy thing about 352nd. It's such like a mediocre infantry division. But then they got like this massive hulking piece of German technology. Like it's massive tank, which really could be like a heavy tank division, but the infantry division has it, which is an interesting like gimmick.
Well, like, switching the flip, yeah, it's definitely weird.
Yeah. There you go from Stugs to Panzer IVs to boom, 15 armor, 22 AP. Come at me, baby.
Indeed, indeed. But we're going to see light tanks being brought out instead. And I think he's actually pretty much tapping out all of his early material to get that. And Cromwell's shooting fire with the 35R, and that Staghound's going to have a field day against the Fusiliers.
Oh yeah, it's nothing they can do. You got the 35R being brought in, but you know the Staghound does have a better chance against it, really.
Now, one thing I always find kind of lackluster about the 352nd is that unless you're using scouts, of course, your AT sucks.
Yeah, it's not till B phase where you can get some grenadiers with Panzerfaust, or Panzerfaust. He does have some Panzerschrecks, which is good. Always recommend Panzerschrecks whenever you can, especially for infantry focused decks, because you're gonna need to be knocking out your armor. But he does have the Pak 40 up north, which is pretty good addition. That's a very important anti-tank weapon to keep the Poles at bay. But yeah, it's gonna be a little bit tough early on dealing with the aggressive army that Protosszocker can bring out, and these Staghounds are just coming out in the space, essentially. He can get like 1 per minute.
Well, here's a question too. So, oh wow, he's going to bring in one of the heavier Cromwells as well to the south.
Ooh,
yeah, heavy Cromwell, yeah.
Yeah.
So here's the question though too. So indirect fire. So we kind of see that Corbeau's probably not going to win the direct combat unless we get super close range. So who wins the indirect combat here?
Honestly, I'd give it to Protosszocker. 2-star Saxons, just that's really it. Corbeau, I mean, if he does neighbor Earths the hell out of Protosszocker, that's probably his best course of action. And you can get a lot of neighbor Earths for 352nd. Like personally, I'd pretty much just take neighbor Earths in my 352nd deck. But when it comes to like drawn out artillery fights, 2-star Saxon, just I don't need to say much else.
That is true, even though we plead and beg for you to do so sometimes. Now, Staghound to the north does find himself quite damaged by the kind ministrations of that Pak 40. Outside of that, though, I can't really say that Corbeau has really been too... maybe he's not too happy about how things are starting up so far. He's kind of forced into a very defensive posture here.
And it doesn't make sense, you know, it's not really too much. He can't be initiating the plays, he doesn't have the armor or the positioning to do so. But, you know, yeah, that makes sense thematically, considering this is, you know, the Omaha Beats defense squad.
That is true.
You just gotta defend to A phase, hold the line, and hopefully wait for reinforcements to come in before Tom Hanks storms your bunker.
Hold until relieved. Trying my longest day there for a second. I'm not sure if it worked or not. In the meantime, though, what do we got? Well, Streltsy just doing their thing. Those poles can be quite devastating. And the 120mm mortar. Ooh. Oh, he's firing to the south. So that could stop that attack right in its tracks there.
Yeah, I mean, it does drop some pretty big booms. And should be able to start tanks. Definitely infantry more later on. I don't know about the Cromwell, but, yeah. Yeah, I mean, artillery is going to be pretty important early on with Corbeau, but, like, you know, if a Saxon comes out, he can just easily counter-battery it. And
speaking of which...
Yeah, the Saxon being brought out.
Yeah.
And, the one problem with Corbeau is that his artillery is mainly like his 120mm mortars, and they which do great damage, but they don't have the range, so they always get outranged and counter-battery by Saxons. Yes, he can get IG-18s, and remember, Khan, how your IG-18s were ridiculously huge? They shrank Ray-M a little bit now, so not as ridiculously big anymore. So that's a very important buff. Or I guess nerf, you could say, for Corbeau.
Honey, I Shrunk the Artillery? Yeah, fair enough.
That's a movie I'd pay to see.
Bigger brooms, not all the price. But no, Section is going to come in. I didn't realize that. I have to be a little more attentive, I guess, to those patch notes. We are going to see the stepsister to the Pinocchio tank coming on out.
Oh.
That 35R coming in. He's going to find himself dreadfully outmatched.
Yeah, that's a pretty nasty armor blob that Protosszocker has. I really like Corbeau keeping the Pacerna on hold fire, waiting for the perfect opportunity. Ideally, he can kill one of the two Cromwells, but just knocking out any of these tanks would be...
Especially since Protoss is realizing at the last second his Fusiliers are awfully close with those softball anti-tank mines.
Oh, yeah.
I was just thinking to myself, ooh, there goes the 35R. I kept thinking to myself, that it'd be kind of nice to see the Fusiliers drop back and go around this forest line. They could have come in behind, they could take out at least the infantry Cromwell tank. And the Panzerschreck, oh, he's totally in range, too. Open fire.
Oh, God.
There we go.
Oh, there we go. That's one important kill. And he didn't pull back the Panzerschreck, so he's going to get killed. Usually what you want to... Dropping down smoke, that's actually a pretty good strategy. And oh, he's doing what you said with the Fusiliers, Khan. Oh,
he's getting nice and close in this one, boys.
And the Fusiliers have been spotted. He must know that they're coming. But he's waiting for the morale to go down a bit. Never mind. No, he is. He's waiting for... Okay, never mind. Just gonna book it. I think he's just waiting to see, them not to be so stressed out before throwing that one important grenade. Hail Mary, full of grace. It missed, but, go
Oh, man. And I zoomed in all just to watch that entire drama one by one, and I completely got let down.
Yeah, but that Hail Mary didn't exactly work. That magnetic mine, or magnetic grenade wasn't too magnetic today.
Well, you know what? Next time they have to stop doing Hail Marys and start saying some more Hello Dollies. Indeed. But 235Rs down here against a single Staghound. Well, unless a Staghound gets a brilliant first shot to take out one of those, should go to, I would think, the 35Rs. Which is kind of nice. And to the north, tracks and wheels destroyed on both the Staghound and the 35R. Both of them are just hunks of metal.
Even though Court or Protosszocker can get, a lot of armor early on, it is all light armor. Like the Cromwells only have 7 armor. And these 35Rs can easily deal with it, especially at his type of range, as you can see. And here goes one Cromwell, and all the 35. Oh, I think the 35R may go down to the Stag. He's baiting it in.
That's one hell of a bait.
Yeah, but the 35R, I thought he was going to turn around to try and deal with the Staghound, but I think he just didn't have. He must have line of sight.
I don't think he has line of sight to it, unfortunately. No. 35R to the north coast go down, and Protosszocker is up to 500 tickets already. And a lot of the anti-tank here for Corbeau has been, how you say, removed from play.
It's definitely been knocked off the side of the board. But Protosszocker making grand movements up north with the Stuart and Staghound, getting quite a bit of the map under his control. And this is the tough part early on for Corbeau, because you can only rely on 35Rs, anti-tank version, end-tank version for so long. I mean, you've got some anti-tank guns too, but once an anti-tank gun's spotted, it's kind of buggered. And yeah, it's just gonna be a bit tough. Hopefully in B phase, maybe bring out a Stug or two to help out some bigger guns. But yeah, the anti-tank department is pretty tough for Corbeau.
That's true, especially since we now have just hit Phase B, which means we're going to see some very, very heavy tanks coming through for Protoss. More Cromwells, maybe a couple of those Shermans. Could be kind of deadly.
A Firefly, Achilles, but Corbeau, 4 35Rs.
Well, it kind of makes sense, though. Again, these are stopgap tanks. They're being brought in, hold the line for a little bit of time, let me build up some, some supply here, then we'll go from there.
Yeah, stick them around a corner, they're pretty good.
That is certainly true. Now, what the... Oh, it's a Sexton that's aiming at that poor mortar.
And this is turned into artillery hell now. As the Sexton is just... what are you going to do against the Sexton? Not much. Not much.
Well, that's why the Opal Blitz decides to back it up.
Yeah, I'd definitely do that too. Is your Blitz thing glitched out where it's not showing a green bar on the
On this one specifically, yes.
Yeah, same for me. It actually still shows it on the ammo icon in the corner. But that's an odd glitch.
JU87 stepping into his hack run, trying to go around from the side, get that little flanking run over here on the Cromwell. He could get a beautiful, beautiful shot. One shot! One kill, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that's how you do it. Yeah, these 87Gs are pretty good, because they're so slow, which gives them a lot of time to line up and fire. And considering it's all light armor like Cromwell's he's dealing with, his thing's going to have a field day like a pilot on a realistic battle in War Thunder. There we go. Dude.
2 shots.
Ha ha ha.
War Thunder. There's a game I've not played in forever. Good God.
Yeah, same. I really like it, but it's just, you know.
I'm not a grinder. I'm not a grinder.
I just free to play games do that. It really just bugs me. But it has such good tanks. Such good tanks.
That is true. Just the breadth of tanks that are in there is just amazing.
So many weird tanks. I'm just happy I got the Archer.
That's true. I actually haven't even thought about the Archer, but you're absolutely right there.
Yeah.
I get the feeling this Focke-Wulf's going to go down.
Oh.
The Hurricane is devastating.
Oh.
No, he's just barely out of range. Wow.
The speed is actually going to save it, yeah. Just by a hair's breadth. Damn.
That was like a Bresky moment.
Yeah, it was kind of like a Zabreski moment, yeah. But yeah, that's the thing about Hurricanes. I mean, they're really good fighters, but they just can't chase anything down when they only go 500 kilometers an hour. They're slow as hell.
Very, very true. And actually, Protosszocker getting very lucky. This 35R missing his half track that had Assault Pioneers in there for several rounds. That could have been very, very ugly.
Indeed.
But 53-47, 730 to nothing. And as the time ticks away, I had a Linkin Park thing in my mind. I completely lost it. Probably better that way. It's so unreal. Didn't look out below when those bombs go right out the window. And I'm really going to stop now. So 35R is coming on in to push back the Streltsy a little bit. And we're approaching halfway through Phase B, and we're back to a 50-50 split. Which is kind of not where you want to be as the Poles.
Yeah. I mean, now, like, Corbeau is managed to gain some ground and push back. Protosszocker has lost a bit of armor, but he can still, you know, make it back. You gotta realize, at the end of the day, he is sustained with 35Rs and Panzerschrecks. It's just about getting his guys into good positions. They got, like, 3 Streltsys up north. It's kind of like hanging out in the forest. I don't really know what he's doing with them. But Stag Hound, I don't know. Oh, never mind. The turn of fragments on the 35R. That's pretty good.
Well, watching a 35R, the Jaeger version, he finally takes out a Staghound, despite most of them missing left and right and forwards and backwards and side to side. It was not pretty. There goes the 35R.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised the Saxon hasn't killed his 120mm mortar yet. He's been shooting at it quite a bit, but I mean, he doesn't have direct line of sight, of course, but still, it's like quite a lot of shots trying to go with one mortar.
Almost as surprising to me is the fact that there's this 6-pounder to the south and the Streltsy. Really, I thought the southern flank was going to get pressed and just shoved in mercilessly by Protoss, but Corbeau says, you know, hell no, we won't go.
I think that Panzerschreck really helped out a lot.
That's true, actually. He claimed 2 kills by himself and did some damage to another one as well.
And also, you know, the 35R play, you know, sneaking him around corners. He's getting a few good pop-offs here and there. And look, his 35R's doing a bit of a breakthrough in the middle by himself. No HE ammunition, but he doesn't care.
Well, if he can come around and hit this Firefly from the side, that'd be beautiful. Of course, he doesn't know it's there yet, but, you know.
Oh yeah, Firefly, that's a bit of a problem.
Putting it mildly, yes.
I mean, he only got, 1940s French tank versus 1944 British-American tank.
Now, I have a minor gripe with the target acquisition of this lead 35R. He's like, oh yeah, I'm going to shoot after this infantry. Dude, anti-tank gun, shooting at you. Fire back.
Good point.
But he refuses. He says, you know what? I'm a brave soul. As his Firefly's about to prove. Oh, phew, never mind. Go after those poor little foot sloggers. Forget them.
But he's keeping the 35 Rs behind cover, so that well, one of them's behind cover at least. The other one's a little bit exposed, but out of range. But it's exactly what you need to do. Just keep him around the corner, let the enemy come to you, and just get that close range flanking shot essentially.
Oh, that was definitely a flanking shot, but for the wrong side. In the meantime, we are going to see JU-87 stepping into an attack again. There goes another stag hound, and all of the light armor just keeps getting rocked.
I really like when he brings out the JR-87, he has a Volkerwolf, you know, flying by. That's something you'd want to do usually with any, like, JR-87, but especially on this one, because it's, like...
Wow, we have 3 Focke-Wulfs coming in there. That's a dead Mustang.
Yeah.
He's going to lose one of them, and the Hurricane is still there. But, yeah, that's still not pretty. You don't want to be any of those fighter pilots right now. Mustang going to get stressed out here? Wow, and the Hurricane's gonna die. Hurricane's the first one dead.
And Mustang goes down. Fantastic air coverage. And this is exactly how Corbeau should be playing it. Using this, like, you know, hero unit JR-87 essentially.
Yes, and
he's trying to knock off the tanks.
He's coming from the side as well. I don't think they get a turn in time. That's 1. That's 2. That's the man of the match right there. Game, set, and match. That's the man of the match.
Holy crap! Wow. I'm taking a card. I never usually take a card of these, but after seeing that, Jesus Christ, they're going in my deck.
But again, you know, that's how you use them. I mean, geez, you have to be brilliantly setting up those planes. Again, even making the runs from the frontal side. Oh God, it would have been awful.
Yeah. Even though you can pen from the front, you do want to go for the side shots when you can with those types of planes, just to be extra sure. But that knocks out all the armor that Protosszocker had on the field, essentially. And
yeah, we're not counting the Crusader up north, are we?
Yeah, that's like anti-air. At the same, and now Protosszocker, I know, he's kind of realized, oh crap, I need some anti-air units, because that 87G is just ridiculous.
Well, and actually, if you look at the minimap right about now, that 35R is making this German side look like a turtle. As you're going further and further to the west, there's a Cromwell coming on in, so I don't expect him to be among our mortal coil for too much longer.
Yeah.
But he is in a beautiful position.
Getting that, you know, important plus run, and Corbeau is now gaining the point. And the problem is, when you knock out all of the Polish armor, you just left the Streltskeys. And Protosszocker has a lot of Streltskeys, as you can see, but they're not that great when it comes to actually infantry fighting, especially against Grenadiers. You know, MG34 is much better in a Bren gun.
That is also very, very true. Now, looks like he's trying to desperately push out the 35R. Sexton is going to start shelling that instead, which is a nice welcome bit of relief, I would think, for that 120 mil.
Yeah.
He's going to make an end run. He's going. So, oh, no, but man, that Sexton's also going to be able to direct fire. So that 35R, it doesn't matter which way he turns. He's going to get rocked and socked.
Yeah.
It makes you feel a little bit bad for him, but oh no, he's turning back around instead. Is he? No?
He's gonna deal with the infantry behind him.
Ah, so he's gonna get screwed from the rear. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, at least we know that Corbeau's
in the back door.
I'm not gonna touch that one. A little bit too obvious there. Cromwell, in the meantime, shot and internal fragments. That 35R is gonna die in the next 2 rounds. You heard it here said first. There we go.
There we go.
Poor guy. He was a brave lad. Alright, phase C. So we talked about the whole idea of the Jagdpanzer coming on in. Here's the question. Does Protosszocker have anything to hold the line?
I mean, he's got tanks, and he can get tanks, and he can still get quite a lot of tanks. But, it's just like, he needs the anti-air to do with 87G. If he can knock out, I got B3s now, which is not good at all for Corbeau. But I don't think tanks are going to be useful if Corbeau just keeps coming in with airplanes and you know, just blow them up. As we may see. Yeah, nope. We're going to be forcing it to fall back in airs.
Might actually loses them.
That's.
But you know what? If he takes out 1 or 2 of these escort planes from this, that's still worth it. That's 1. He still has the B-1s to fall back on, too, so...
And he's already killed quite a few Hurricanes and Mustangs, too, so... Protoss must be running out a bit.
That's 2. It's super close to take out that Opal Blitz, and this is going to be 3. Here's the hat trick. Wow.
Damn.
That was beautiful. In all the wrong rays.
Exactly. That's in Protosszocker. If he's not going to be able to keep control of the skies. He only has one Crusader AA on the field, and
that throws itself through ammunition so fast too, for that matter.
Yeah, and it's just, it's very short range, can't cover the entire field essentially, and he needs more AA to deal with the 87Gs, the B3s that are going to come out, because they're just going to keep knocking these tanks out. We've got another Command Cromwell being brought in, and
down to the south though too. So we have one in the center, one to the south. And here's the problem. Yes, that Crusader AA is going to be able to hold the line partially, but the 35R can actually, I would think, start to see it pretty darn soon. And right now, that guy is stupidly gutsy. He's like, okay, you know what? You have no anti-tank.
He parked right next door to the enemy and just, knock knock.
And it's the worst knock knock joke in the world, but that's...
Yeah. Especially when you only have 1 HE.
Yeah, at that point just feels insulting, doesn't it?
It's just like knock knock. Who's there? Knock knock. Who's there? Knock knock. Who's there?
The worst game of Ding Dong Ditch ever. Meanwhile, Squad Air Slash Troop dies in
87's out.
Oh, okay.
But we got a rot chase.
And again, he can pen from the front yet again too.
Yeah. And he's going in for the Crommy.
Weapons jammed.
Weapons jammed. 4.
1.
There we go.
Oh man, if you get the Sexton on 1 run.
No, he's not going to the Crusader. He's going to force it to retreat.
Oh man. Here's the 35R needs to bolt on in, take that out, and move. Pinned. Will this be a surrender? No, because the other Streltsie's in the area. I don't know. It's really weird because I feel like Corbeau has definitely been holding the tempo of this, but he's not holding the victory points.
Yeah, Protosszocker, it's like up north, he has quite a nice bit of ground under his control, which is quite surprising because he got quite a few grenadiers here too, so that's a little bit weird, I guess, how that works. But one problem with infantry divisions, yeah, it's slow to get back from a losing streak, just using infantry essentially, not like you can half-track light armor push run aside and gain a lot of ground. And Corbeau's just trying to gain that ground, Joe. He is gaining that advantage, Joe. He is gaining the ground, getting the kills, the important kills, mind you, knocking out the armor. It's just being able to actually push up.
Well, you got that little gutsy grenadier holding the southern edge of the map. That is such a, oh my god.
I'm glad that he has it on hold fire.
Also true. Very true. I keep waiting to have that Cromwell start moving down the road and have the grenadier swinging behind. That would be a beautiful move. I don't think it's going to happen, but that would be beautiful. 35R, see that AA? No, he doesn't. So we have both Sextons, for some reason, looking for 1 grenadier squad. Okay, they're changing fire. Okay, that's good. I was like, that makes 0 sense to me. It's not like it's a linchpin in the defense. You're just kind of there.
I think he's just trying to maybe save his Shroud keys. But where's Saxon? Saxon's going for the Grenadiers up north now. And still got 120 mil mortars. Still alive.
Just plugging away. Okay. Oh, okay. He just wants to stop this particular assault. That kind of makes sense.
Yeah, you don't want, because if you lose that town, that's a huge disadvantage. You want to try and keep hold of it. And by God, that 35R needs to die. Like,
no, he doesn't. He needs a medal. How dare you, sir?
Yeah. Guess it's all in perspective.
Okay, how many games have we seen recently where the Germans actually win?
Good point. That's true. Like, we always end up casting the matches where the Germans lose.
And it's enough to make me weep.
Intentional.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, you definitely try to pick a lot of these games. You definitely like that. I don't know. Especially when the Canadians are involved.
Oh, of course. Well, okay, it's a little bit biased.
Yeah, just a little biased.
Just when it comes to the Canadians, we don't see them all too often.
That's okay.
They're
yeah.
core division. They got everything.
That's fair. Now, we are going to see someone living the Stug life down to the south. And he's going to start blowing away the Streltsky, and once he does that, well, that'll turn completely Corbeau, and more airplanes. 3 Focke-Wulfs coming on in just to stress out.
Christ.
No, sorry, ME-109s, I'm sorry.
There's a...
Oh, no, there's 1 Focke-Wulf and 2 ME-109s, there we go, that's why.
That's definitely a mix of Air Force, right, yeah.
I saw the same silhouette, and I was like, oh, yep, here they are. Okay, now I wonder. Turn around, guys. Go after that Crusader AA. He's gonna get super stressed if you do it all together. Go. No, not gonna do it. All right, fine.
No. They couldn't really do too much against Crusader, I'd guess. Here. I mean, they may be able to sun it up, but
if nothing else,
infantry.
if they could use up the last of his ammo, and clear the way for him to go after both of the Sextons. But there's that self-propelled 40 mil, so not a whole lot's gonna happen here.
Yeah. And honestly, I think what's keeping Protosszocker in the match is just a stupid amount of Streltsky he has. Like, it's taken Corbeau forever just to plink array it is.
JU-87, by the way, going on in for another assault, and did the 120 mil just start shelling his own troops?
Maybe.
I think he did.
Surprised.
But JU-87 coming on in for one more round. He's lining up, and here's the pitch. Bounce.
I lose his sight. That's good play from Protosszocker. Hiding it in the corner. Sounds like a cowardly tactic, but in that sort of situation, I would be cowering in the corner too.
And now we got a +2 as well coming on in for Corbeau.
Wow. Look at today, the whole middle was just...
1 air such trooping.
Leading the ray like a champ.
Oh man, JU-87 is gonna get super stressed. Not gonna happen. Never mind. He just wants to stress out that Cromwell, and that'll be beautiful.
Yeah. You should have kept it down south till he spotted that Cromwell, and then been a bit more patient with it, I'd say. But no, it's still done its job, yo. I mean, that thing's been an absolute killer this match. I can't wait to see the KD, and oh look, here's the Jagdpanther.
The funny thing is, the Stug and the 35R are just like pointing right at that forested spot. It's like, okay, I dare you to move. Go ahead, make my day.
It's a staring contest, but neither side can actually see each other.
Oh, well, I think the Grenadiers will see him pretty darn soon. Stug, in the meantime, he's rotating around.
Cromwell, no, you may have a turret, but you don't go around the... Oh, no,
he's facing the wrong way!
I was about to say, that's
my
a dumb play, but that was a good play. That was a very good play.
Okay, now the 35R. Turn, my friend. Turn.
No.
For the love of God. Too late. He's dead.
Two-star veteran.
Engine destroyed.
Yeah.
Grenadiers, go! No? Okay.
Grenadier, no go.
So where's that Jagdpanther? Oh, there, Jagdpanther. There we go. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes, he is there, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, IG-18. There we go. That's a much... Okay, that makes a lot more sense, graphic-wise. That makes sense.
Yeah.
And pushing back that AA. Again, not that it means a whole lot, but hey, whatever.
Down south, we're seeing a Panhard being brought in, which is it's going to be a bit tough killing the Cromwell or Panhard. I mean, maybe if they can get a flank, but I don't really see it happening. I do like the Panhards, but just maybe get an anti-tank gun or something to cover his southern side would be a better approach.
Well, while we're having this go on, let's play, you know, map gazing again for a second. Now, what does the map look like from the German side?
If you look at the blue, it looks like a really angry old man.
I was thinking a crow from the German side, but yeah, I can see the angry old man.
You got like the mouth in the southern part, and then like the nose where the Streltsky squad is, and up north is like the head and the eyes.
Well, he's gonna get more angry in a second because this Cromwell's gonna go down here.
It really does look like an old man.
Jeez Louise.
Sorry. Oh.
Oh god, he's gonna die though. So the brave JU-87 is finally going to go down.
Yeah. Oh, Focke-Wulf Messerschmitt coming in. Will it be enough? Here we go. More Messerschmitts and Focke-Wulfs being brought in. This is VIP escort mission right here.
Well, they didn't want to go in there too soon because God knows I hate freaking escort missions. I'm sure these guys do too. But they claim one, and this other Mustang, he's coming on for more. No, run away! Swim away!
Buggered. Absolutely buggered. Yeah, that must be all of Protosszocker planes at that point. He's just been losing all of them. Has Corbeau lost? Well, he's lost to B3, but has he lost like a fighter?
I think he's lost one ME-109, I think. Oh, no. He escaped just before he went off. That was the Gabby flight.
I bet Corbeau's air tab is pretty much just like 3 cards of fighters and just a one single 2-star ground attack plane has his only ground attack. But it's been working.
Oh no, you're right. They hit the ground attack. You're right.
Yeah. But that's such a crazy like strategy, and that one ground attack plane pretty much running the match, just by knocking out all the armor. And I just want to look at the KD of it. That's wow. It's been a busy boycott.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. Oh my gosh. 2 Cromwells. Stewart, Firefly, Stackhound, another Cromwell. He paid for himself and then some, didn't he?
I'd say he killed roughly 800 to 900 points worth of enemy unit share.
Not to say at least a 3-to-1 in his favor. Probably a 4-to-1, more or less.
Yeah, that's crazy just how bloody effective that thing can be. Like, he did have air dominance, and Protosszocker was a bit slow in getting the anti-air. But by God, that's how you do it. And the Messerschmitts and the Focke-Wulfs got a lot of fighter kills too.
3, 6, 7. Yeah, that's pretty beastly.
Yeah.
Shockingly past that, not that many effective players.
No, we got Stuart, which did cry a bitch.
That's true.
Adamansky, but that's about it. And looking at the history, pretty back and forth overall. Until, like, J87 comes in and he taps a bunch of stuff, all the hurricanes go down.
Yep, you can definitely trace the skein of the story on that one. Now, it's kind of funny for me. We are going to see there was like that 4-pack of 35Rs all going down within about a minute. Yeah. No, less than a minute from each other, and 4 of them went down.
Yeah, and it's all right, right next to each other, which is pretty funny.
They did so well, though. 35Rs are not meant to be mainline tanks, and yet they did I think a pretty darn good job.
On that map, they work pretty well because you can just stick them around corners, and if you stick them around a corner and you control the hedgerow, it's like, what are you gonna do? Go around the corner? They're gonna get first shot, and usually on like your flank. So even though it's like a crappy 55-point tank, if you can just angle them right and position them properly, they can, pay themselves off twofold.
Indeed, and I think they definitely did that, if nothing else in map control on this one.
Yeah, I mean, killing just like one Stackhound or one Cromwell in the kills section, as you can see, is, paid itself off.
Very, very true. So congratulations to Corbeau, preserving his #1 slot there, and Protoss, well, we thought you had it early on there. You're pushing him back. Unfortunately, those that air cover just was brutal.
Yeah. What's the name of that plane?
Which,
he was
the Ju-87? Oh, Esh.
Yeah, it was pretty much the bane of Protoss's existence that match. So, damn, I didn't. Okay, yeah. I'm still rather amazed how vital that one plane was.
Well, he took the pole position, if you know what I mean.
And then some.
Indeed. But that'll close it up, I think, for us for the week, unless we have any special casts coming up, doesn't it, Rang, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much us.
That sounds good. Alright, folks, we'll see you all next week with some more Steel Division. But for right now, I'm Con Ulrich.
I'm RangRoo. Take it easy.